Miami's got this incredible energy, right? It's not just the beaches or the Art Deco stuff. It really extends into, well, everything, including the schools.
Absolutely. And for parents trying to find the right elementary school, that energy means a ton of options, maybe even an overwhelming number.
Exactly. It can feel like a real maze. So finding that right foundation for your kid is, well, it's huge. How do you even start to choose?
Well, that's where our source material comes in handy. It's this expert guide looking at the top elementary schools in Miami, and it really helps cut through some of that complexity.
Okay, good.
So our mission here really is to kind of distill the key things to look for, maybe highlight some unique school models we found in the guide, just to help you navigate these choices that are like as diverse as Miami itself.
Right. So the guide mentions 5 critical factors parents should consider. Things like academic excellence and innovation.
Yep, teacher quality and those student-teacher ratios.
School culture and community, that sounds important, but maybe harder to pin down.
Oh, definitely. That one can be tricky to assess from the outside. It's not just about the practical stuff either. These factors, they really speak to the whole child, their development, getting them ready for, well, 21st century challenges.
Resources and enrichment are on the list too, and location and accessibility. Makes sense.
It's about that holistic view, preparing kids for a future that's, let's face it, pretty unpredictable, more than just memorizing facts.
So diving into the specifics in the guide, it puts Alpha School Miami right at the top, #1, and it sounds, well, different.
It really does stand out. They have this unique 2-hour learning model.
2-hour learning. Okay, tell me more.
Yeah, basically super focused learning blocks. Kids master concepts at their own pace using like adaptive tech. And get this, the student-teacher ratio is just 8-to-1.
Wow, 8 students per teacher. That's amazing personalization.
Exactly. The guide highlights it's a K-8 school, totally secular curriculum, really big on real-world problem-solving skills.
Okay, that sounds pretty revolutionary. What's the catch? There's usually a catch, right?
Well, the guide does point out the tuition. It's estimated around $40,000 for the upcoming year. So that level of innovation and personalization, it definitely comes at a significant price point.
40,000. Okay, yeah, that's a major factor for most families.
For sure.
Yeah.
It highlights that shift away from one-size-fits-all
Yeah.
toward this really tailored mastery-based learning. The idea is to prevent burnout,
Yeah.
Focus on deep understanding. But yeah, that cost is a big con that's listed.
So how does the guide help parents weigh that kind of investment against other Miami options? Because there are other choices, right?
Oh, absolutely. The landscape is really varied. Take Pinecrest Elementary, for instance. Top-rated public school.
Public, so free.
Free.
Yeah.
And it has really high academic achievement. The guide mentions 89% proficiency in math and reading.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, strong parent involvement, the trade-off. Larger classes, probably 20, maybe 25 kids.
Right, a very different model.
Wholly different. Then you've got, say, Gulliver Prep. That's private K through 12.
Okay, and the cost there?
More in that higher range, like $35,000 to $42,000. But the guide points to extensive resources, really modern facilities, big arts and athletics programs. It's that sort of all-encompassing, high-investment, private school experience.
So another flavor entirely.
Exactly. And then there's even alternative approaches, like Coconut Grove Montessori.
Ah, Montessori, different philosophy altogether.
Right. Authentic Montessori method usually runs $20,000 to $28,000. Think hands-on, self-directed learning, mixed-age classrooms, sometimes bilingual options too. Fosters independence.
So it really depends on what you prioritize, doesn't it? Cost, class size, teaching style, enrichment.
Precisely. Miami really does offer a spectrum. The guide makes that clear. You have choices based on what fits your family best.
The guide also touches on some practical stuff, right? Like timing.
Yeah, definitely start looking early, like at least a year before you need to enroll. Private schools often have deadlines way out in October to December.
And public schools.
Typically January or February for registration to open, so you need to be on the ball.
Good tip. And it mentions average class sizes again.
Public schools averaging around 20, 25 kids. Private options, especially ones like Alpha, are aiming much lower, that 8 to 15 range, which, directly impacts that individual attention.
Okay, so wrapping this up. We've seen this huge range, from innovative models like Alpha to strong public options like Pinecrest and established private schools.
It's a lot to think about.
It really is. So as you, the listener, reflect on all this, maybe the real question becomes, what kind of foundation, what kind of environment is actually going to prepare your child for, well, whatever the future holds?
Yeah, the source really pushes us past just looking at, like, test scores or rankings, it makes you think, how do these different philosophies actually build adaptability
Mhm.
or problem solving or just, a love for learning? What skills, what mindset will help them navigate a world that's changing so fast? What makes them limitless?